Welcome to the Breaks Music Show. Another great episode coming your way today. We have Holy Wars, The Love Struck Marys, and Normundy. We're going to have some alt-indie music for you, some glam punk, and also some alt-rock. The Breaks Music Show getting underway right after these.
Hi there, I want to let you know about an exciting podcast called The Breaks Music Show. So what is The Breaks Music Show? The Breaks Music Show is America's most informative new radio show highlighting the world's best unsigned artists. Be sure to find us on your favorite podcast platform as well as YouTube, Rumble, Twitter and more. Remember, every Friday is when you can hear interviews and music from 3 of the best unsigned artists in the world. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.
It's the Breaks Music Show, and tonight we're joined with Holy Wars and Kat Leon, and she's all the way in Los Angeles, California. Hello, Kat. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and I've been checking out some of your music and some of your videos and all that. So I want to know, what is Holy Wars all about?
Oh, God. That's quite a question. What are we all about? We're about making music that punches you in the face with our thought-provoking lyrics, hopefully, and badass guitars, and some deep, heavy alt-rock music, I guess. And we're very raw. We're very raw and honest people about what we sing about. So.
All right, Kat. My next question for you. How did you get started in music? Did you just wake up one day and go, hey, I'm going to be a singer?
No, actually. Well, I did wake up one day and said, hey, I'm going to be a singer, but that's not because I could sing. I was kind of following one of my friends who was like a Broadway. I grew up on the East Coast, and she was like a Broadway star. And I was like, oh, I could do that. And then 6th grade, I took the plunge and I tried it, and I did a talent show performance. And I was terrible, like laughable off stage. Like I got laughed off stage, terrible. And then after a couple years of licking my wounds from that experience, I don't know, the bug caught me again, and I started writing poetry, started playing piano, and yeah, for many years I just wrote a bunch of sad girl music on my piano, and then I moved to California, and then I dated a guy in a band who said, oh, no, don't do music, like, it was his thing, so I was like, oh, I'm going to do it now. And then I ended up, I'm giving you like the longest story short ever, I ended up on a show with Alice Cooper. And at that point, I was still doing music only as a hobby, nothing that I was actually trying to pursue to be in a band or anything. But I ran up on the show randomly, and it was like a game show sort of thing. And he actually pulled me aside, and he was like, hey, are you a musician? What's your story? Really nice guy. He was incredible to talk to. And I said, well, I kind of do it a little bit, but nothing too serious. And he was like, you should try it. He's like, this business is terrible, and I wouldn't recommend it even on my children. He's like, but you're young, and I see something in you. He's like, I've worked with Kelly Clarkson. She's no better than you. And it's funny because I can't imagine those worlds where Alice Cooper and Kelly Clarkson work together, but that's literally what he said. So yeah, I was like, well, okay, if Alice Cooper now is telling me to do it, I've had this drive my whole life, and I've just let all these like experiences of fear and doubt, lead me in another direction. I'm going to do it. And so I did everything he said. I got a band, and then that band did some cool stuff. But Holy Wars would not exist if it wasn't this path leading up until this moment.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars. All right, you're talking about your band there. Who all is in Holy Wars?
So it's me and Nick Perez. We are like the mom and pop of it. We write everything together. And we do play with Greg Garman on drums and Matt Cohen on bass. But so we perform as a full band, but usually Nick and I do all the writing together. So yeah, that's us. And once in a while we'll have like some guest musicians of ours, friends of ours kind of stepping in during the live shows too. But it's mainly us too.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars, and here's the song Little Gods on the Breaks Music Show. It's the Breaks Music Show. I'm your host, Ed Steele. We're talking with Kat Leon of Holy Wars, and we just heard a song, and there's a couple more coming up, and of course, more interview time, like we're doing right now. You guys definitely have a multi-layered sound, and our producer, Carl, he absolutely loves your sound. I gotta say, I like it too. He's been trying to get you on the show for a very, very long time. Now, who are your biggest influences in your music career?
Wow, there's so many. I'd say starting with Garbage in the 90s is when I decided, I wanted to write music. So Garbage was one of the first. 9 Inch Nails, so many. Radiohead, actually, even though maybe you would not expect that, listen to some of our music. But I would say those to start. And Failure, actually. There's a band called Failure from the 90s that we absolutely love.
Now, can you tell us more about the creative process you have to develop your songs?
There's not really one way that we do things. Sometimes Nick will start a song, but mostly it does come from a lyric first. Like Little Gods. Oh, there's my dog. Little Gods came from a lyric. TV Dinner, I was writing the first verse of that in my car. And that's what dictated the song. And then the sounds came. So usually it starts with a lyric, but sometimes it does start with Nick.
So basically you just kind of, the moment hits you when it hits you, and that's how you come up with your songs?
Yeah, I mean, I usually, I get the most inspired in the car, in the shower, on the treadmill, or like a bike. And usually it's like something, sometimes it's just, I start mostly with verses, which is kind of my downfall, where Nick loves to start with choruses. And sometimes I'll start with a verse and I want to get the story out there because I just have this like feeling of something I have to get out, but I don't know how to sum it up. And he's always like, start with the chorus and work your way backwards, please. So those sometimes are a snack for us, but other times it is like Little Gods. Like I'll just get this word in my head and I want to like embody what that means to me. So then Little Gods became about social media and the obsession with, this internet fame and such. So many ways we write music, and it's not really one clear path, but in the end we get it.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars. All right, we're going to play a song here in a couple of moments. I Hate Myself. What is that song all about?
Exactly that. So most of our music has been either written from like a self-exploration point of view or the loss of my parents. This whole project was created because of that grief and that tragedy. So I wrote music to heal. And then I Hate Myself is, sorry, my dog. I Hate Myself is more like a self, just saying it like it is, and like just saying it's okay, looking at yourself in the mirror sometimes and just wanting to change certain parts of yourself. And I think that was the most honest I've become in my lyrics. I mean, I've been honest the whole time, but this one I really wanted to turn the light on myself and be like, I drown my thoughts in, egomaniac, bottom of a glass, that kind of thing, where I'm like looking at a very honest side of myself that may not be so pretty. And I think with social media, everybody only says the highlight reels of their lives. And not that I'm trying to like tell people to hate yourself, but I do applaud people for being honest. And because with that honesty, you can really change yourself into something that you feel you could be happier with.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars. Here's the song, I Hate Myself, on the Breaks Music Show. It's the Breaks Music Show. Kat Leon of Holy Wars joining us in studio. And you know what? More coming up from her and Holy Wars in moments on the Breaks Music Show. It's the Breaks Music Show. Kat Leon of Holy Wars joining us tonight. All right, we've heard you've done some work as a writer and composer for TV and film. Can you tell us more about that? How did you get involved with that?
Yes, I've actually been doing it since 2012. But that was when somebody over at Fox discovered my old band and kind of gave us a shot, and we got our song in the show Bones. And at that time, she was like, you know, if you write me more music specifically for this sort of thing, I can definitely guarantee you more work. And I was young and, you know, egotistic to go like, oh, but I got my band and I want to tour and that's what I do. But many years later, I found my way back to it, and I, you know, asked her, I was like, hey, remember before you gave me this great advice that I didn't take at the time? Can I take that now? And so she's kind of showed the way. So since 2018, I've been writing for a lot exclusively for Fox, that network, but I also work with a bunch of licensing companies where I write music tailored for, trailers, promos, Netflix trailers, commercials, Xbox, you name it. And that's kind of been the thing that's been keeping our project Holy Wars going, because we've been keeping it independent so we can do pretty much whatever we want.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars. All right, so what's on the horizon for Holy Wars in 2021?
Well, we are dropping an album, and we are about to drop our next single, and we just dropped TV Dinner, so we're really excited about this album. It's called Eat It Up, Spit It Out, which was inspired by a lyric from TV Dinner, and I don't know what touring's going to look like, but we are talking to our agent, and we're trying to figure out what that landscape would look like. So we're hoping we drop the album in fall 2021, and if we're not touring by then definitely next year, at the top of next year.
Kat Leon of Holy Wars. Here's their song, Born Dark, on the Breaks Music Show.
First breath of life, 3 o'clock in the morning, born to a bedside, searching symbols, looking for meaning. Not
It's the Breaks Music Show. Kat Leon of Holy War is joining us tonight. All right, Kat, first of all, thank you for stopping by. And I'm sure our listeners, viewers, they want to find out more about you. Where can you be found on social media? Where can we listen to your music, download your music, buy your merchandise, and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, thank you for having me. You can find us everywhere at holywarsmusic.com. It's all the socials, Holy Wars Music, and merch is linked to our website at Holy Wars Music.
Awesome. Sounds great. Kat Leon of Holy Wars and more coming up for you right here on the Breaks Music Show.